Hi everybody, this is Steve and Beth of Best Last Half talking about our trip from Belfast to Bangor to Dunaghadee, Northern Ireland.
How do you say that last name again, Steve?
Dunaghadee. I've had to take a couple runs at it, but I think I finally have it correct. So the first thing we did, first thing in the morning, is we went to St. George's Market.
St. George's Market is awesome. It's like an indoor farmer's market, and we had so much fun. There is all kinds of food and crafts and artists and everything you could ever want. And we found lots of things we liked.
But mostly, we love the food. They had sourdough bread, and they had the Belfast Bop. And the Belfast Bop, Beth?
It was amazing. We had to wait 30 minutes for it. They were so popular. And we did split it. That it was awesome. If you go to Ireland, have a Belfast Bop.
And go to St. George's Market. So then we went to Bangor, which is a town just east of Belfast, about 15 miles. We stayed at a bed and breakfast called the Shelavan House, and that was really nice.
And why did we go to Bangor in the first place?
We went to Bangor in the first place because I have distant relatives, McCulloughs, that own a baby store called McCullough's
Prams and Nursery.
And I didn't know what a pram was until Beth explained it to me.
So how did you find your distant cousins?
Well, I was looking in Belfast, and I looked up McCullough's, and I was looking at a map, and suddenly McCullough's baby store came up. And then I contacted the individual that owns it. He's owned it forever. His parents owned it before that. And I said, hey, could I actually come in and meet you? And he said yes. So we got a chance to go in and shop at the store and talk to Davy and Jenny McCullough. And
they were so sweet.
They were very sweet. And their store is really cool.
Yes. And we found some baby things to buy.
Go figure.
Yeah.
And then we met another individual named Billy McCullough at the Clock Tower, which is the main meeting place right there on the wharf. And Billy was an expert in Ulster Scots that had immigrated to the Americas. So he was very, very interesting.
Yeah, I think it's funny they meet at the clock towers, and all the clock towers, the bells ring on the hour and some on the half hour. So in Ireland, the bell towers, all the ones we saw were working bell towers. So I loved that.
Yeah, so Billy was really interesting, but he really didn't have any knowledge of our Irish ancestors. He did tell us quite a bit about the Troubles and what that was like, but thoroughly interesting man, and he did a great job of explaining the Ulster Scots and all of that history and encouraging me to research and follow in his footsteps.
And some of his mannerisms and things reminded Steve of his father, who passed away a couple years ago. So that was really fun for Steve to get to spend a couple hours talking to him.
I think he's definitely a distant relative. So that was our time in Bangor.
Hi everybody, this is Steve. We are on the far east coast looking at the open Atlantic. Dunaghadee is straight east of Belfast and Bangor, and the harbor is beautiful. It has beautiful colored houses all the way around, ringing the harbor and the harbor wall. We had a wonderful lunch, and a young gal that gave us all the scoop on Dunaghadee and told us where to go and what to do. We're actually sitting right by the lighthouse. And here's the open ocean. Now there's an island just right there in the harbor. And young men fishing. Although I haven't seen them catch anything yet, but they seem determined. So, yeah, we're having a good day. This evening, we're just gonna go back to Bangor and have dinner and hang out. They have a coastal walk that runs for like 20 miles in Bangor, and we're gonna go walk off all this good food we've been eating. We saw people swimming this morning in the ocean.
Yeah, it's
which,
a bit nip.
yeah, and I think that it's just for bracing purposes. I think it's kind of a challenge, but they look like they did it a lot. So